Christmas Eve, we're having a small gathering in our house.
And our sister place in Illinois.
Going to Diane's mom's for Christmas Day. It's,
Really?
everyone's a
I
little
don't know.
freaked
I'm
out
not even
about
sure he wasn't there. He may have been up
snow.
there. He goes over to the game. Oh yeah.
It's kind of been going up, so.
It's
like watching bowling.
we're doing the same. We're just having my parents.
Yeah, nice.
Just nice and relaxed.
Yeah.
I put your envelope there, and I think
Riding up the snow.
no. How about the one that says your name on it, Jack?
Well, they both say Jack.
Yeah, the check, and then I put in some golf shit in there for you. Yeah.
Oh, I see. He was okay.
Cameras in the wrong spots. There you go. Call the meeting to order. All please rise. I ask you to join me in a moment of reflection on the business that's before us this evening. And please join me in a pledge of allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Clerk, please take the roll.
Alderman Basso. Alderman Violet.
Here.
Alderman Begley.
Here.
Alderman Clifford.
Here.
Alderman Key.
Here.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Here.
Alderman McGovern.
Here.
Alderman McGrogan.
Here.
Mayor City Clerk Joe Johnson.
All right. Special presentations. Alderman Clifford, I guess you have some presentations tonight?
Yes, I do, Mr. Mayor. Thank you. Find myself. It's Christmas time, and as we all know, last year we helped out La Bravida Children's Hospital, and so this year I'm doing a little different. I have a different organization, a nice organization that helps children out. And I have other organizations in there that are represented here tonight, so I'd like to just maybe present some checks to them. First of all, for Sertoma.
Oh.
On behalf of the Payless Lions and our tree lot thing, we'd like to present these cards for food for the group homes in Sertoma.
Great. I really appreciate it. I just like to say a couple things. Sertoma Center in Alsip, we are celebrating our 50th year in existence this year. And we provide vocational training for developmentally disabled adults and mentally ill adults. Last year, for example, we serviced 1,500 approximately individuals, I think 700 in development disabled and 800 in mental health, and that was basically down from normally about 2,700 because of the pandemic. And I've had the pleasure to serve on the board for about 45 years. I've been president for over 30, so it's just the kind of thing we really appreciate your help. And I've got to set up tomorrow morning. I'm going to be over there tomorrow and drop these cards off, and we'll give some Christmas food for some of the people in the Silla homes. So again, thank you, and thanks, Jack, for your efforts. Appreciate it.
No problem. Next, sort of a group that's close to my heart is the American Legion Post 1139 veterans of our Mantino Veterans Home from Julie and Jan Petracek. We have a $500 donation to help the veterans and further the causes of the American Legion town.
I appreciate it. Just a few words. The American Legion Post 1139 is about 38 members of mostly veterans from the Vietnam War in Iraq and Afghanistan. We are a small post, and we provide about $5,000 to $6,000 a year to the veterans in Mantino. There's about 200 men and 20 women that reside in that facility, and we provide the essentials that they don't get from the federal government. So we appreciate this donations and Jack's efforts in raising these funds, and we're greatly appreciated, and they'll appreciate it as well. Thank you.
Welcome. All right. And last but not least, I always say the best for With me is Mr. Jack Hall and Colleen. They're representatives of the Treasure Chest that does a wonderful job with children's cancer. It's an oncology. They're going through treatments, but better I explain it than Colleen was going to do a short thing and some pictures, and then I'll give the presentation, so if you may.
Okay, sure. Thank you, Alderman Clifford. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Colleen Kissel, and I'm the founder of the Pediatric Oncology Treasure Chest Foundation. And 28 years ago, my little boy was 7 years old at the time, and he was diagnosed with leukemia. And the treatment lasted 3.5 years long, and at the time it was at Christ Hospital, and then they built Hope Hospital. And even at the end of the 3.5 years of treatment, it's not over. It continues on checking for the reoccurrence of cancer. But during that time, they didn't have a sticker or a sucker for these kids. And my boy he didn't know what cancer was. He was so afraid to go to the hospital that he would cry in his top bunk bed, and and he didn't have a ladder, and he just wouldn't come down, and you have to go back and forth to that hospital weekly and monthly and yearly. So I devised a plan of bribery in his bedroom that day, and I decided to bribe my son to leave the house, and it really went well. Things changed for my boy. And when his treatment was completed, there's an unspoken word amongst the parents that if you make it to the end without a relapse, you're possibly not going to, you're cured. Possibly the doctor won't say that. But we've noticed, us moms, that if you have a relapse, you have a harder time. And if you make it to the end without a relapse, that meant the chemotherapy worked. And so I thought about the kids at Hope Hospital only, but the communities, the people like you, said unspoken word again. No, we're going to roll this program out throughout Chicagoland and then Illinois and Indiana and Wisconsin. Today, the Pediatric Oncology Treasure Chest Foundation is in 21 states in the nation. And we provide toys, gifts, and gift cards to little ones every time they walk through the door of a treatment center, a children's cancer treatment center. And I brought this picture because it really explains or shows the size of our treasure box. It's a hope chest. It's not something you see at a dentist office. Oh, I don't mean that bad. And, it's not full of stickers or suckers. Matter of fact, if we do get a smaller item, our volunteers group it into a package. And thank you for the toys. And Mr. Clifford, I know we've talked a little bit, but I think people I guess they do understand, anyone who runs a business, you can't keep the lights on without help, without funding. And we don't have any help from the government or anybody but people like yourself. So with me today is Mr. Clifford's nephew, who is the president of my board. So I'm going to turn it over to Jack Hallberg. Okay.
Just a quick minute. I'd like to say, first of all, thanks, Jack. Everybody knows what all you do, and your friends, the businesses, your colleagues, the money you've brought in, the toys means a lot. You've helped hundreds of kids fighting cancer. Number 64 is opening in Fort Myers. We just opened 63 in New Mexico. So 64 treasure chests around the country, over 14,000 toys being given out, 20,000 kids a month. Some got to do it, twice a month. So a great organization. I've helped several around here, and I always say this is the best organization I've found. So we, guys on the board and I and gals, we donate our time because we run lean and mean. I always say a budget of under $400,000, never $400,000. Doing all that is pretty incredible. So appreciate what you've done here. Can't say thank you enough, and yeah.
You're
Thanks.
welcome. Just to say a little bit on the comments made, it wasn't just me. It was you, and those that are not with us. It's a group thing. It's friendship. It's a shoulder to lean on. I can provide that shoulder what I can. I'm lucky to have friends that are supportive of causes I come up with, whether it's veteran, La Vida, Treasure Chest. Next year maybe somebody different. But it's a group effort, and remember that. Without friends, we can't get nothing done. So with that, enough said, I have a couple of things for you. So I had a magic frog last year, but I eliminated him from the program today. With this one, I just made some big presentation checks. This one here is for $500 from Jeff Germany and family.
Wow, that's awesome. Oh my goodness.
And we have another one here for $1,000 from the Payless Lions Club.
Thank you so much. Okay.
And I used to reach in the bag and get this. We have another $500 from Dowling Financial.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh my goodness.
Well, I'm not done yet.
Oh.
And then I have another $500 from Morris. I have $1,000 from the Lions Club. I have $200 here from Mr. Paul Swoa. I have another $100 here from Local 17 Apprentice Coordinator.
Wow.
And I have, last but not least, a $40 check from Mr. Tom Wallace that I used to work with. So all of this is yours.
Thank you so
And
much,
thank you for doing
Mr.
the job for the
Clifford.
kids.
Oh my gosh.
It's Christmas.
How about
We
a
know
hug?
what
Thank
it's
you
about,
so
okay?
much. Oh my gosh. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh wow, this is awesome.
Yeah, go ahead,
Okay.
get that off of there, we'll take that. And
Thanks, everybody. Everybody
my
helped.
friend here will help you, and I
Thank you. This man told me all about you while we were waiting to get in.
There's one in the back.
don't believe everything you hear.
Yeah,
Works out
Sit
for you,
down.
everything.
lunchroom back there. Okay.
And with that, I just like, I mentioned some of the donors here, but ones that are not here, I'd like to mention is Mrs. Petkus, who lives over on Carroll Lane, who every year contributes health and Avon products to the Veterans Home. And also to Julie and Jan Petrasic for their donation of not only the money, but quilts that go down there. And also Mrs. Charlotte Houston of Oak Hills and Jerry McGovern's ward over in Oak Hills, who during Veterans Day we handed out 12 or dozen handmade quilts she made over the year to the veterans there at the Payless Heights Veterans Breakfast. So to those people, I also say thank you, and thank you very much for supporting all the veterans causes that are around. And that's it. Thank you.
Clifford, here's a little takeaway. I hope I have enough for everybody. So thank you very much. Well, then we'll take everything out and we'll take it to the warehouse and, oh, I better take
Don't
my
lose those
pictures.
envelopes.
Okay, no.
Great.
Okay. Good night, everyone, and thank you for
Merry
having us.
Christmas.
Okay,
Merry
good night.
Christmas. Right. Have a good Christmas.
Thank you. Oh, Merry Christmas.
Good luck.
All right, that's kind of what it's all about. And getting back into the meeting, unfortunately. On the consent calendar, we've got the approval of the minutes of the City Council meeting from December 7th, 2021, along with the approval of the payroll and the voucher list for the period ending December 17th, 2021. Need a motion to approve that. Moved by Alderman
Second.
Key, second by Alderman McGovern. Discussion, roll call.
Alderman Violet.
Yes.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
All right, no sealed bids under my report. Jack, thanks for your efforts, and thanks to all the aldermen who have helped out over the years. I'd just like to say this is our last meeting of the year, since we will not have one until next year, obviously. And I want to thank everyone in this room at the Diaz and for all you've done for me and for the city over the last year. You know, without everybody's coordination and cooperation, we wouldn't accomplish what we have over the past year. And thank your families for putting up with a lot of you who have to be gone at nights or different functions. But hopefully it's all working in the right direction. And again, I just give heartfelt thanks to all of you for and Merry Christmas to you and your families. That's kind of what it's all about. And also, just on a housekeeping notice, the City Hall will be closed the next 2 Fridays because of the holiday, Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. So we moved it off, and it gives our staff a chance to enjoy the holidays and also thank the staff for all they've done. You know, we've had a great Christmas season, a lot of activities, probably more so than I remember in recent times, even with COVID. and it wouldn't be possible without the efforts of our fine staff and people we have here. On a more somber note, I guess, I've had numerous meetings, some of you know about COVID, with the Metropolitan Mayor's Caucus, and had one today right after a press conference that was held by Mayor Lori Lightfoot. And as you know, the City of Chicago, Lori Lightfoot proposed and enforcing a mandate for vaccines effective the 3rd of January. And that'll be proof of vaccines to enter dining areas, fast food establishments, coffee shops, these tasting rooms, cafeterias, food courts, dining areas that are in grocery stores and the like. Also gyms, yoga places, cycling and dance studios, gyms, movie theaters, any kind of venues of any sort. You'll have to prove that you had a vaccine. After that meeting, it's kind of interesting. Let's go back 2 weeks or a week and a half or so. Again, I was meeting with the Mayor's Metropolitan Caucus, and Mayor Lightfoot was saying that she was scared to death of this virus. And I thought kind of strange. I thought that was a little bit harsh, but now I know what she meant. That this is going to be a lot worse than people thought. Now, it may not, the end product may not be as bad because we had some of the people are recovering from what we see overseas, and it may not last as long. But if you're not vaccinated, it could be deadly, and I think that's what it's coming down to. Dr. Arwady, a week and a half ago, said what she looks at, and these are my words, as being maybe the fail-safe on this, or the savior could be this pill that's available. And I'm watching this 5 o'clock news today, or 5:30 news today. They said the FDA may approve 2 of those COVID pills by the end of this week. So that could be something to look forward to, if having COVID is something to look forward to. But I mean, as a safeguard. But and also in our conference, after her press conference, she said that she would guess very strongly that the county will also follow her mandates as far as vaccine requirements in the near future. And I do already have a conference call meeting set for January 3rd with President Preckwinkle. So if it's not done before that, I would anticipate there may be something coming down by that time. And again, that's conjecture on my part, but based on Mayor Lightfoot's comments today, we probably may foresee that. So I guess what it says is, vaccine is the way to be protected, and just take that for what it's worth. I mean, I think word to the wise. And so, again, this is the Christmas season. A lot of things are, a lot of people are traveling and the like, but be cautious out there, and take care of yourself and your families, and take care of everybody out there. So, trying to get off that somber note, let's go on to the city clerks.
No report.
City treasurer?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. No report tonight.
All right, city attorney.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. No report.
Any communications anyone have tonight? Okay. Citizens wishing to address the council. Okay, finance, Alderman.
Mr. Mayor, there's no report this evening. I would like to wish everybody a happy New Year, a Merry Christmas, and be safe, like you said. Stay away from COVID and big crowds. That's the end of my report.
All right. Alderman Basso's not here, I assume.
Just a word from him. Beware of any scams or phone scams over the holidays.
That's just a word is fine.
No, he said no is the pertinent word. Just say no.
That fits
So,
right with.
That's it.
Municipal grounds of property, Alderman Begley.
I have no report, Your Mayor.
Planning and zoning, Alderman McGovern.
No report, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, looks like you got a whole bunch of stuff here, Alderman Key. Recreation.
All right, firstly, I'd like to make a motion to approve A101-2017 form for agreement between the City of Palos Heights and George's Landscaping, Inc. for the Misty Meadows Park project in the amount of $241,950.
Second.
Moved by Alderman Key, second by Alderman Clifford. Discussion? Roll call?
Alderman Bagley.
Yes.
Alderman Violet.
Yes.
Alderman.
Aye.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
And then I'd like to make a motion to approve A201-2017 general conditions of the contract for construction between the City of Palos Heights and George's Landscaping for Misty Meadows Park project.
Second.
Moved by Alderman Key and second by Alderman Clifford. Discussion? Roll call?
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman Violet.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Then I'd like to make a motion to authorize the city attorney to draft an ordinance to sell on iBid and/or trade in the 2007 Ford Explorer. The VIN number is given to you there in the amount of $500.
Moved by Alderman Key, second by Alderman Clifford. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Then I'd like to make a motion to approve the purchase of a replacement vehicle for the Recreation Department through the Suburban Purchasing Cooperative from Curry Motors Commercial Center in the amount of $37,402.
Moved by Alderman Key. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Clifford. Discussion? Roll call?
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman Violet.
Yes.
Then I'd like to make a motion to approve the hours of operation for the Recreation Center beginning Saturday, January 1st of 2022, Saturday through Saturday, December 31st, 2022.
Moved by Alderman Key. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Violet. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
And then finally, I'd like to make a motion to approve an agreement between the city and Power Softball for the addition of a scoreboard on Power Field number 1 in Community Park.
Moved by Alderman Key. Is there a
Second.
Second by Alderman Violet. Discussion? Roll call?
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman Violet.
Yes.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
And that concludes my report, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Alderman Clifford, Roads and Construction?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. First one on motion to approve payment to Scranton Engineering, the amount of $7,500 for an engineering study to determine the need of signalization at Route 83 on Oak Park Avenue.
Moved by Alderman Clifford. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman McGovern. Discussion? Roll call?
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman Violet.
Yes.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Next is motion to approve payment to M&J Asphalt Company in the amount of $39,757.60.
Moved by Alderman Clifford. Is there a second?
Sure.
Second by Alderman McGovern. Discussion? Roll call?
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Violet.
Yes. And next, motion to approve to go out to bids for ongoing maintenance on the Ridgeland Avenue median and corridor project.
Moved by Alderman Clifford.
Second.
Second by Alderman Key. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
And finally, is motion to approve payments to Morris Engineering in the amount of $44,854.78 for engineering services for the months of October and November to 2021.
Moved by Alderman Clifford. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman McGovern. Discussion? Roll call?
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman Violet.
Yes.
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye. And most of these amounts are related to the FAU Route 123rd, which is just about at its completion now. They put down the netting and the side, a few things. We're holding some money in retainer for overgo. We have a year warranty on that. All driveways been fixed. The second lift has been put on. The marking's being put on the street. It's there for the public. It's a great job. They did a great job. It'll be an asset to the city now. It was done. It was all done within budget. So that's pretty much it on the end of my report, other than to say wish everyone here and everywhere else Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Great. Thank you, sir. License permits and franchise. Alderman Lewandowski.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I have one item on the agenda this evening. I'd like to make a motion to approve a permanent sign request for Pete's Market, located at 6401 West 127th Street, to modify the existing signs in order to add an LED screen to advertise products under the condition that the sign will only be illuminated during the hours of operation from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Moved by Alderman Lewandowski. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman McGovern. Discussion? Roll call?
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford. Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Alderman Violet.
Yes.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. That's the end of my report.
All right. Water and sewer, Alderman Violet.
I have no report, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, under special reports, Alderman Key, Business and Economic Development.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'd just like to thank all our residents and guests from other communities that came and supported our Kris Kringle Market and all the holidays in the Heights that took place. I know from visiting different restaurants lately that the lunchtime crowd and dinner crowds have been very robust and stuff, and so it's been very nice to support the community. And so as we approach Christmas and New Year, I just encourage people to continue doing that. It's much appreciated in the business community, and just thank you to all the businesses that support each other and the activities we have in town here. And I want to make a reminder too that there's a new light display in Community Park right across from City Hall here, and that the Art Commission put together. And that's a combined effort from a lot of people. And so come on over by City Hall and take a look. It's beautiful. There's some apparatuses that you can take some pictures for your family. So come on and enjoy that. And that concludes my report, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, sir. Cable TV, Alderman McGovern.
The only thing I have to say, Mayor, is I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, especially the staff, the residents who participate and watch, and everybody else here, and just enjoy your Christmas and New Year holiday with your families and friends. That's it.
Thank you. All right. Any old business anyone have? Citizens wishing to ask questions? New business? Again, just everybody, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and yes.
New business, my usual Christmas
Sure,
wishes.
why not?
It's the season, it won't take long, you know. My personal Christmas card to the residents of Palos Heights. Wishing you peace and joy at Christmas time. May your holidays be filled with peace, love, and happiness, and may your new year bring you every joy. The Palos Heights City Council. So that was a little new twist I'm putting in there this year. Alderman Clifford's Christmas wishes to the city, and not to say least.
Somewhat subdued, Jack.
Pardon?
It was somewhat subdued.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not done though.
I'm not done yet.
Oh, I didn't think you would be.
One more thing. You'll love my last idea.
I'm sure.
Talk about veterans a lot. We talk about people that served their country. One sitting next to me here, and a few others that are around. But I always read, and I want to read it again, A Soldier's Christmas. For those that ain't with us, that are not here, but serving overseas, and can't be with their families. I read it every year, and I just like to continue that tradition. So it's called A Soldier's Christmas, the night before Christmas. It was the night before Christmas. He lived all alone in a one-bedroom house made of plaster and stone. I had come down the chimney with presents to give, and to see just who was in this home did live. I looked about, a strange sight I did see, no tinsel, no presents, not even a tree. No stocking by the mantel, no boots filled with sand, just boots filled with sand. On a wall hung pictures of far distant lands. With medals and badges, awards of all kind, a sober thought came through my mind. For this house was different. It was dark and dreary. I found the home of a soldier. At once I could see clearly. The soldier lay sleeping, silent and alone, curled up on the floor in this one-bedroom home. Now I pictured a U.S. soldier. Was this hero whom I just read curled up on a poncho, the floor for his bed? I realized the families that I saw this night owed their lives to these soldiers who were willing to fight. Soon round the world the children would play, grown-ups would be celebrated on a bright Christmas day. They all enjoyed freedom each month of the year because of soldiers like the one laying right here. I couldn't help to wonder how many lay alone on this cold Christmas Eve in a land far from home. The very thought, a tear to my eye, I dropped to my knees and I started to cry. The soldier wakened and I heard in a rough voice say, Santa, don't cry. My life is my choice. I fight for freedom. I don't ask for more. My life is my God. My country's my core. The soldier rolled over and drifted to sleep. I couldn't control it. I continued to weep. I watched for hours, so silent and still. We both shivered from cold night's chill. I didn't want to leave that cold, dark night, discarding of honor, so willing to fight. Then the soldier rolled over, and with a voice soft and pure, he whispered, Hey Santa, it's Christmas Day and everything's secure. When I watched, I knew he was right. Merry Christmas to my friend, and to all a good night. With that, Merry Christmas. The last but not least thing of my idea is that after the meeting ends here, that we could go walk over to what Jeff said and take a nice picture of by that gazebo. What do you think?
Let's go.
We got something else here.
Yeah.
After this meeting, okay. All right, no other new business? Right, need a motion to move into executive session for the purpose of discussing real estate.
I'll make it.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Take 5 minutes.